Hi, K babies. It's Miss Doster from Princeton University, and today we're going to complete a story problem. I'm going to read the story 3 times. How many times? How many times? Yes, 3 times. On the first read, you're not going to touch your pencil. You're just going to listen. Our class has a bag of 13 balls. 7 are soccer balls, and the rest are basketballs. How many basketballs does our class have? Now I'm going to read it a second time. And when I read it a second time, you're going to mark up your story problem. When we mark up families, we circle our numbers, we underline our unit, and we cloud our action if there is one. Our class has a bag of 13 balls. 7 are soccer balls, and the rest are basketballs. How many basketballs does our class have? So if you look on the paper, I have 13 circled and I have 7 circled. Now, I also have balls underlined, soccer balls underlined, and basketballs underlined. Those are a part of our units. Now, you'll also notice that in this particular problem, I have the words the rest circled because the rest represents an amount, a certain amount of basketballs specifically. So it says our class has a bag of 13 balls. That's how many balls we have all together. That's our total amount. 7 of these 13 balls are soccer balls. And then the rest are basketballs. So the rest, again, represents an amount, which is why it's circled. You'll notice that there is no action clouded for this one because in this particular problem, there is no action. There's a relationship happening where you have to figure out how many soccer balls and how many basketballs. And it'll total 13. Now I'm going to read it a third time. And as I read it the third time, you're going to write a number sentence to match your story problem. Our class has a bag of 13 balls. 7 are soccer balls and the rest are basketballs. How many basketballs does our class have? So now you can move on to solving. Below you'll see 3 different strategies, right? And families, actually take this time to pause and ask your child to retell the story. When you start again, now you can ask them the comprehension question of, will we have more or less? More or less than 13 basketballs? Now we can go to solving. So you'll see that I have 3 different strategies here. So for the first strategy, you'll notice that I made 13 circles. Notice how I organized my circles into a group of 10 on the first row. Just for organization purposes, you should push your child to do this as well if they're using this strategy. And then 3 circles on the bottom, 11, 12, 13. Now I'm going to go back to my story and I'm going to use it to help me understand what I need to do with these 13 circles. So I know that the 13 represents the 13 balls. That's how many balls we have all together. So right away, I know I'm not adding. It tells me our class only has 13 balls. So that's it. I'm not adding. And then it says 7 are soccer balls. So right away, I know how many are soccer balls. That's one of our knowns. So I box 7 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I box 7 circles to represent the 7 soccer balls. Now I have to see what's left. What's what? What's what? Yes, left. We have to see what's left. So I'm going to count what's left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 balls left. Those 6 represent the basketballs that says the rest in our story problem. So when I write my number sentence, which it should have been done already, it will be 13 minus 7 equals 6. Now, families, if you want to use that strategy, that is perfectly fine, but there's also another strategy for counting on and counting back. You can start with 7 because we know that we have 7 soccer balls. And then you can add circles or add more balls until you get to the total of 13. So I have 7. I know RJ usually does this at home where he just kind of counts on, right? 7, and then we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay? 13. We counted on until we got to our total amount, which is 13. And now I need to see how many balls I've added. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still get 6. The number sentence, however, to represent this way to solve is a bit different. So you will start with 7 right here, plus however many circles you added to represent the basketballs. We already said that that was 6. 7 plus 6 equals 13, where you will box your 6. Another way to solve is to start with 13. So start with your total amount. I know that I'm not adding, so if I'm going to start with my total amount, I'm going to obviously have to take away. So I have 13 minus, and then I'm going to count back into 7 different balls, right? So I'm at 13, and I'm going to make 7 to represent the soccer balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to count back. I'm going to count what? Back. Yes, babies. We're going to count back. So I'm at 13. Before 13 is 12. Before 12 is 11. Before 11 is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We still get 6. The number sentence to match the story problem and the strategy is the same. 13 minus 7 equals 6. You can use either one of these strategies with your babies at home. Either one is fine.